Hi boys, I thought I would continue this video in a second part and go through the more advanced sort of style questions. So if you haven't watched the other video that I've posted on this topic where I went through all of this content, I'd suggest going back and watching that first. Okay, this video here is talking about situations where you're going from 1 unit of measurement and going to this to above or to below. So say for example if I'm going from kilometers to centimeters, or from millimeters to meters, for example, and back and forth. Okay, so the same principles still apply as the ones that I showed you in this video. Okay, you are moving your decimal place the same amount of zeros that that are in the timesing or dividing. Okay, so let's go through a couple of examples. Say if I'm going from kilometers to centimeters. Okay, so I'm going from kilometers to centimeters. Altogether, this is a question you should be asking yourself. Altogether, how many zeros are included in those two jumps? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So instead of just moving it 3 places, or just 2, altogether we're going to move our decimal point 5 places for this question. Okay, so sometimes you might need a little bit more room. I'm going to do mine down here. Okay, and I'm moving my decimal place to the right because I am timesing this time, because I'm going from kilometers to centimeters. Okay, and that's why this little thing is really helpful, because it's very hard to make sure that you get that right every time unless you've got it in front of you. Okay, so no issues if you want to write that down. Alright, so 5 places, so make sure you do this neatly when you do it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, new decimal point goes there. Under every little gap there goes a 0. Okay, so we've got, and we ignore our original decimal place when we write our answer. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. Okay, and when you think about like that, even though it seems like a massive number, if you've got 3.2 kilometers or 3 kilometers plus 200 more meters, altogether it should be 320,000 centimeters, because it's a long distance to measure in centimeters. Okay, rightio. Next question, we're going from meters and to millimeters. Okay, so we've got timesing by 100, then timesing by 10, or 1, 2, 3 decimal places all together. Okay, so 10.9, I'm timesing, so I'm moving my decimal place this way. How many did we say? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. New decimal place, zeros under the gaps, new answer. Make sure you always write the unit of measurement in your answer too, guys, so that you don't lose any marks there. Alright, now we're going the opposite direction, because these two are going to be dividing, because we're going from centimeters to kilometers. Okay, so again we've got centimeters, 1, 2, over to kilometers, 3, 4, 5. So 5 decimal places. Now this question doesn't have a decimal in the actual question, so it's at the end of the number. Okay, I should have done it over here. Okay, and I'm going this way because I'm dividing 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal point, 1, 2, 3, and because this number is less than 1 and there's nothing out the front here, we put a 0 there as well. Again, that 14 centimeters is not even 1 meter, so that's the correct answer. So it's going to be a really small number for that question. Always a good idea that you check for reasonableness in your answer. Okay, millimeters to meters. Again, we're going 2 decimal places. Okay, sorry, the other way around, down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 places that we're going to move our decimal, and because you can't see it, it is at the end. 2, 3, 0 under here, 0 under here, new decimal place, 0 at the front. Okay, new answer. Alrighty, so practice is the key with that, and making sure that you're quite clear with your setting out, and that will enable you to have the best chance of success. Alright, good luck.